Dave. Typically, this is how any conversation starts with a certain graduate, and it nearly always is a minimum of 5 Daves. For some reason, there is no deviation. And given these subjects' ability to dish out sarcasm as well as take it, her response typically is a pronounced, "What?" You see, she needs to fully understand just about everything. There actually is a small motor inside of her solely responsible for driving her intense inquiry 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In fact, I am surprised that I don't receive more emails during the middle of the night as questions come into her head. I can only imagine how consistently she storms into her parents' room at all hours of the night to ask for an answer to some burning, all-important question. I know I had better be on top of it when these questions come in. If she doesn't 100% believe in my answer, then she replies with an even more pronounced reactionary, "What?" Her tone of voice shifts down an octave as she starts into the correct version of whatever prompted her inquiry in the first place. She slows down a bit just to make sure that she gathers her thoughts for one attempt at explanation, and then settles into a detailed description. At the end of it, she finishes with a slightly upturned smile, a raised brow, and a nod of the head as if to say, "I know, that's the way it is." I poke fun at this, but really, her conviction, determination, and go-for-the-throat attitude are such great attributes, and not just for making fun of me, or for correcting my misunderstandings. One of my biggest goals each year is for students to really buy into the idea of one simple word, why. Don't just take the information for granted. Don't just accept facts because a website looks believable. Dive in more deeply, satisfy that need to know. Make connections with new material. But in the end, let your curiosity be satisfied and find the answers to quench that thirst for knowledge. Where do I see this student in 20 years? I imagine her blossoming into a highly regarded lawyer. She complements her insatiable need to clearly understand with the desire to persevere and overcome. The what is going to be replaced by an authoritative "I object." Backed by plenty of precedents. I have no doubt that she will do whatever it takes to be successful. Any and all conflicts and roadblocks summarily will be taken out, pushed away, or just plain stepped over in due fashion. But, and there's always a but, everything needs to find a balance, an opposite side to help reach equilibrium. With that in mind, let us now focus on the comical side of this family. For those that aren't enlightened, the Hermos make excellent coneheads. And who hasn't laughed at the lunch lady at some point over the last 11 years of her dedicated service? Sorry, I mean laugh with, not at. And how could anyone forget about the Doc's proctology exam display for the annual school auction? A family that can laugh together most assuredly can love together. A family with this sort of makeup clearly shows that success can be found with hard work and fun. So, maybe the point of this speech really is about the need to find balance. Do what it takes, do what needs to be done, and do it with the best of your skills. But do not let it tip you too far away from the center point. Pull yourself back to symmetry through fun, laughter, and love. Take your work ethic and put it to good use. Take pride in the hard work that it takes to be successful. Expect the best out of yourself, but don't forget that there needs to be unadulterated laughter, that kind that comes from deep within your belly, erupts loudly, and causes tears to stream down your face. Explore the beauty of our world and take deep breaths from every corner of the globe. You have been gifted with so many wonderful qualities. Put them all to good use and get the most out of your next stage of education. I am so very proud of this graduate. I find it to be of intense satisfaction to have played a small role in her growth. I wish her the best of luck in her next adventure. Josie, holy cow, congratulations.